Hello, this is BJ from Hearns Hobbies, and I'm here with Andy Cooke.
Andy Cooke?
Yes, that's who he is this time. So this is part 3 of the RC10GX rebuild, maintenance, or building tips, I guess, video.
Unbuild, rebuild, and,
that's right.
and tips.
So this is where we're up to. So we're starting to rebuild the car now, after we've done some tips on the preparation of the suspension arms. So I've taken the gearbox apart as well, and we've just put the front end back on. So where should we go to now?
Ooh, we're going to the back end.
Back end, we're going to put the gearbox?
We'll put the gearbox. You can do this two different ways.
Right.
Gearbox first or arms first.
Okay.
So how about we actually put the arms together first?
Arms first, okay. Alright, that's what we're going to do.
Cool. So let's move this guy here, and we'll get our new...
Okay, we've got our blocks.
Yep.
So you've got to make sure which direction goes which.
Yep. So the chunky direction at the front.
Yep.
That's the higher bit for the anti-squat.
Yes.
And the curved bit to the outside. Because the hinge pin goes on the inside of the bolts.
Okay, so that goes in like that.
It goes like that, yeah.
Alright, so we've got long pins.
Long pins.
Yep.
And clips.
Yep.
And here, it's good to add a shim in the front. So
shim in the front, okay.
Just front section, yep.
Yep, okay.
So add one of the chunky shims there, which is interesting to get that in because...
I reckon I do it this way.
It's the best way to do it, yeah.
So you get the shim on there first.
I'm trying to steal your
that's
shim.
my shim?
Yep.
Okay. Get the shim on there first.
Yep.
Press it down so that it's flush.
Oh, there we go.
And then, I can't actually see from this angle, but we'll push it in here so that you're keeping the shim in place while you're sliding the block on. And then you'll line it with the hole and you should be good.
Oh, genius.
I can't find the hole. Hang on.
I hate it when
there we go.
Oh,
it's in. It's in.
Yep,
Okay.
I can see.
Right, so it's a little bit tight there, so I'm just going to force it in there.
Yeah. Similar again, that's probably almost okay, but you'd want to make sure it's not binding.
Yep.
And just sand the mounting block a fraction if needed.
Yeah, that's a bit tight, yeah?
Yeah, you'd probably sand that a little bit.
Yep. Okay.
So,
well, for this demonstration, we're just going to pop it all in,
just whack it all in.
Yep. Yeah, go!
I'll do that later.
Alright, so I'm going to put the E-clip back on together. So after we do this, what we're going to do, put the C-hubs on. Not the C-hub, the rear upright.
Yeah, we can put those in next. Pliers.
Oh, that's it? That's what I was looking for?
Yes.
Okay, that's for you. Alright, so that's the front. Now, I'm guessing this one is this way, yes? That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, pull off the clips. Yep, that's right. That's the right-hand one. So the little ball goes in the front usually, by default.
Okay. The shorties.
The shorties.
Now you're putting a shim in here somewhere?
I can't remember.
Well, the shims is, that's a personal preference.
Yeah, so that's just as you build, you shim it where it needs to be done.
Okay, so let's just pop that in there.
So I think I had one on the outside, maybe.
This feels really tight.
Oh, did we forget that one, did we?
Maybe.
Oh my god. Where is our 3mm? Does that need to be...
the little one?
Yeah, that's the 3mm.
Alright, I'm going to use that to poke this out.
Yep. It's going to go flying.
Well, that's tight.
We'll get my aggro. Oh, there we go. Nice.
So,
did I draw
do we miss this one?
Might have. Quite highly likely.
Alright,
Can I use my power tool again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Which
love your power tool.
This is that 3mm? I think that's right. I mean, 1/8.
Loving it?
Yep. Cool. Probably need a bit more reaming. That's just the 1/8.
Okay. Well, it feels better than before. Alright. So, this. Give that another go.
See how it goes, yeah.
That's a bit better. It's a bit easier.
Yeah, and that's the one, of course, with the where it needs the pivot is in the arm, same as the inner positions. And these hubs usually, the originals were very tight, I remember.
Right.
You have to drill them out as well to
Okay.
get the hinge pin to even go through. And you just leave them as a tight fit, of course, and then it would pivot in the arm.
Yep. Okay. All right. So that should be good.
Cool.
That didn't take much at all.
Yeah, it's sort of very tight and then just gets to the point where it's nice. And
Yes.
there, you want to make sure you don't go too far
Yep.
because it quickly loosens up nicely.
Okay. So let's pop those in.
Oh, beautiful. And just for fun, I think we put a chunky shim on the back.
Chunky shim on the back.
Yep. Maybe that one.
Okay. Yeah.
And do we need another clip? That's probably the last clip.
All right. That's the last clip.
Yeah, so I think a couple of those were from the front. I'll work
Oops.
out where to put them another time.
I've got one hook on the front, one hook on the back. That's no good. Now we've all lost a lot of E-clips over time, right?
Oh yeah.
And I thought it was such a wonderful idea that they started capturing hinge pins with grub screws through like this point.
Oh yeah. Yeah, lock it in.
Yeah. But then they'll go loose and then
And then the
hinge
pin
pin
will
flies
come
out.
out. Yeah, you should have had an E-clip on it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Or just have captive, was it pill balls and...
Well, that's right. All
Yeah.
the just the pin and then it's captured with a screw, right?
Yeah, sometimes you have a little screw with a reasonably large diameter head for a
Yes.
small screw. And
Yes.
that just drills, or screws in alongside the pin.
Yep. Big head.
And the big head goes over the little
Little pin.
pin.
Okay, so
Cool.
we're done.
Done that? Yep, so let's bolt them on.
Okay.
So they go
I
on
reckon
this-
mine's missing the drive shaft.
It's
probably
is.
important, yeah.
There you go. Oh, you can
Alright.
chuck it in later.
Yep.
It'll fall out otherwise because it's just...
I was just hanging
Yeah.
there.
Until
Oh,
you
there
get
goes the bearing.
Oh, there goes the bearing. Yeah, so until you get the top links on, that can all fall.
Yep. Okay.
Actually, I'll take that out. That's a good idea.
Oh, is it? Okay. I'll follow you. Right.
Cool. So then,
All right. So you're putting in the stainless steel ones you put in here, are you?
yes. So for racing, there we go. Line them up. For racing and longevity, the stainless steel would be better, but they're
Yeah.
not scale like the originals in terms of a exact replica.
Yeah.
And it's like they got a bit of extra weight, but it's down low in the chassis, so that's always a good thing if you
Well,
need the
considering
weight.
how much weight you've already got in the car.
Yeah, the old cars are very light compared to the modern cars
Yep.
because they used to use the heavier batteries.
Yep.
Plus the minimum weight was lower. I
Right.
can't remember exactly what it was. I've got a feeling it was like 14. I've got the number 1474 in my head.
Yep.
That might have been from on-road racing,
Yep.
or it might have
Oh,
been
I
even
can't
less
remember.
than that. And yeah, now it's 1500.
Right.
And this car without any lead, I think, was about 1380,
Oh.
1370.
Wow.
It's massively underweight.
Is it the wrong way around?
I don't know. Is it? I think it's right. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
I was holding it the wrong way
Upside
around.
down. Yeah. You're holding the car the wrong way around or the arm?
Oh, both.
Mm.
I'm
Only one.
the wrong way around.
One was right.
Have you got it in the right hole?
Can you tell?
I can't tell at this time. No. Not from this angle.
Well, there's only 2 holes in these, so
Right. Oh, that's okay. Makes it easier.
yeah.
Oh, I better let you hold it. A bit awkward,
Get
eh?
the finger over the back of over the back of the mount. It's even still in the camera shot. Awesome.
Oh, had you well trained?
Oh, we'll learn it one day.
Yep.
Cool.
So how resilient
So
is
that-
this material? What if you over tighten it? Is it not a good thing?
It's definitely not a good thing.
Yep, okay.
Same with any plastic, I guess.
Yep.
It's
Shafted?
the nylon's a bit softer than the polycarbonate.
Right.
Yeah, so you need to be a little bit more careful with the nylon parts,
Yep.
but not too much. Let's leave them out, I think.
I'll leave them
Put them
out?
out, yeah.
Okay.
We'll put the gearbox in first.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Alright.
that's the arms.
Yep.
And then let's chuck the
We need
gearbox
this.
in.
We need
Yep.
this gearbox
Yeah,
here.
the gearbox. Oh, yep, the masterpiece.
Any tricks to this?
Good
No?
old
We'll just
stealth
screw it in?
gearbox. Yep, that just goes straight in. You put the 4 holes from the bottom first.
Yep. Okay.
What angles? There you go. At angles.
Yep. See what you're doing?
Where are they? Almost. Cool. got it.
Yep. It's so cool working on a really old design car, like a top end exclusive.
Yeah, well, only probably less than 10 people ever got to
Yeah, that's
build
right.
and work on these things.
Yes.
Because they're all taken back from the factory afterwards, or by the factory, and never released in this form. So yeah, sort of like the DNA of the associated, of course,
Yes.
along with the prototype aspect of it. So it's like same but different. Cool. Yeah, and again, like this is into nylon, of course, the gearbox casing. So
Yep.
you want to just like nip it, and then just a fraction more, and no more than that.
Yep. Now this is probably going to be easier if we pop that back in there, right?
Yes, but after the drive shaft.
Yes. Well, actually, it's easy enough to push in from here, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You definitely put the drive shaft in first. Now,
So what's wrong with one-wheel drive? What are you trying to say to
pretty
me?
good. Will that go in circles? Or?
Maybe.
Actually, no, I've tested that. It doesn't go anywhere.
Just doesn't move.
Just sits there. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. That's in.
Yep.
I just pop it in place.
Put that in. Yep. And then see if you can pop the bad boy on. Oh, how's the finger?
Jeez.
Oh, ouch. Oh, I get the thumb in there. That's it.
Ah.
Oh, got him. Got this one. Here we go.
Yeah, so that bulkhead's pretty flexy, yeah, without the top panel on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and early on I forgot to tighten up the top panel and
Yep.
it actually cracked the bulkhead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All that leverage without any support,
Yes. Okay.
which wasn't very clever.
Okay. So talking about
Where's
that,
where's
I
our
guess
roof?
that's
Put
there.
the
It
roof
is.
on. There we go.
Roof goes on.
It goes on there.
Yeah.
There's the bolts. So we've got these guys and these guys.
Oh, these aluminium.
Yeah. So that was. So yeah, I don't know why the front two on Masami's car were aluminium
Right.
and the rear ones were the
steels.
The steel.
Okay.
So I replicated it. For the racing one, I might make them all aluminium.
Right.
So you reduce the weight up high, it's going to be so fast. That's worth at least a second a lap, right?
A second.
What?
Oh.
No?
And it's yeah. Goes together pretty easily, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it's, I guess one of the hallmarks of the original design was like so advanced, I think, for the time, but
Yeah.
very clever. So like simple, but does what it needs to. And it's into a brand new hole.
Brand new hole.
There we go. Yeah, cutting the thread. Very exciting. Into the new casing there. Yeah, so the design was simple and ahead of its time originally when the first RC10s came out. Yeah, definitely got to make sure here that you tighten it right up. For some reason it seems to be easy to leave it loose.
Right.
And leave a bit of a gap. So always just check the gap under the plate.
Yep. So it's
Yeah.
that's nice and snug.
Because that then makes it move or allows it to move, and then you can
Mhm.
break stuff that shouldn't break.
Yep.
Cool. So there we go. Perfect.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So what have we got now? We're going to do.
Shocks.
I'll put the shocks back on. Yeah.
No,
Sure.
Well, let's do the top deck.
Top deck.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we've got our top deck here.
Yeah.
So let's go through there.
Yes. Yep. So you got to sort of like wiggle it and work it in. So that's perfect. It just fits between the front shock tower.
Yep. Wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Oh, here we go.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
All right. So we want to make it snug in the back.
Yeah.
Because it sits underneath that
It actually,
rear
yeah.
shock tower.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
A little bit of a gap there.
Yep.
Yeah, and when you're
think
building
that
a
looks
brand new kit, you might need to sand the bottom of the shock tower, the bottom edge of the surface.
Yep.
Just
So you can
sand
just
it
get in
lightly.
there.
Yeah, just so that the top deck can slot in underneath it.
Okay.
Just make sure there's no
I got one
clearance
screw just sitting in there
there. Oh,
so
that was
far.
one I couldn't get out before. So,
Yeah.
yep, we can start with that one.
Gee, it looks good with the top plate on, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got that original prototype look.
So without the top plate, how did the rear bulkhead stiffen up against the rest of the chassis? I can't remember.
On the original car,
Yeah.
well, the original car was a tub, and the side of the tub came back, and it had a little
I had a lip. Oh, okay, and
which
it's screwed in.
bolted in from the side. Yeah,
Right.
so from each side there was a bolt that went through the tab into the bulkhead.
Yep. What about the graphite?
The graphite didn't have any support.
Oh, so it's just floating there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was supported at the back, of course, with this plate.
But I guess that carbon was really thick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It didn't
so
really
it's
flex.
similar to this. We believe it was 1/8 of an inch.
Right. Okay.
As opposed to 3 mil.
Yep.
Due to the imperial sizes.
Yep.
Which is the same as this. This is 1/8.
Yep.
And it's super chunky and stiff.
Yeah.
So I guess that didn't really need the stiffness in terms of the actual chassis and the bulkhead. You'd only need the stiffness of the bracing of the bulkhead to the and the shock tower to the gearbox. Okay, we need more screws.
Need more screws?
Yep. How about all of these ones here? So I've got the two long ones go in the front.
2 long ones on the front.
And the same long ones go at the back. The one's already in there. And there we go. Yeah, so same with any top deck. You sort of like put all the screws in and leave them a bit loose.
Yep.
And let's just check if I might have tightened this one up fully. Loosen that off a bit.
Yep.
And
okay, so there's your fronties. Okay, I'll do those.
And I'll work out the rest of the screws. So we've got the little baby short ones. They're for the standoffs, and then these are for the rear standoffs.
Well, they're shorties, aren't they?
Yeah, so those ones are from these alloy standoffs. They come with the standoffs.
Okay. What?
The top and bottom bolts. I can't remember what those two are for, but these ones are for the rear standoffs. I remember what they're for.
So these ones?
Yeah, so those 4 go in the back here.
Oh, there's 4. Oh, okay.
Yep, so 2 on either side for those alloy standoffs at the back.
Alloy.
Yeah, and those ones you got to be pretty careful with in terms of not over tightening.
Right. Okay.
Because it's the actual plastic's quite thin to replicate the originals.
Yep.
That'll be another benefit of the alloy ones there.
Yep. Oh, don't you hate that?
Where is it? Oh, it's inside.
Hello.
Tip it out the side. Oh, it's going for it.
I'm fishing.
Fishing.
There we go.
Oh, nice fishing. Yeah, so those screws are very specific lengths, which is the good thing in the little hardware kit that they produce. They've got the right lengths, but otherwise you need to make sure you get the correct lengths there. I think they're maybe 5/16.
Well, this is pretty tight, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that because it's rubbing? It's rubbing against the.
It rubs a bit. I did make those holes a bit tighter into the bulkhead.
Oh, really? Okay.
To make sure it's a nice tight, secure fit.
Actually, that's all right. I might tighten up these first.
Yeah, but yeah, gotta make sure they're nice.
So just finger tight?
Yeah, just finger tight. So it's that little, like just as it stops, and then
just a
not even
little.
not even an eighth of a turn more probably.
Yeah,
whatever it is. Oh my god, I'm talking imperial now. Well, turns are in quarters though, right? Eighth quarter.
Yeah.
You don't say. What do you say? Like a 45-degree turn?
Wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What are you on about?
Quarter turn.
Right, so this is going to need a little bit more torque action.
Yep, the back one's pretty solid.
It always amazes me how these really tiny Allen heads can cope with so much torque.
Yeah, and not strip out.
Yeah. Can't see what I'm doing here.
Yeah, delving in between the speedy there. Yeah, I guess the aluminium ones are a bit more delicate, but steel ones are pretty tough, huh?
Oh, we're in. Can't see what I'm doing, but we're in. Alright, I think.
Best way to be.
Alright, so that's all tightened up. So we've got a top plate, that's all tight.
Found these 2 little screws. So in the back, they go in the back of my
Oh,
rig.
yes.
Yep. And for this, this motor guard and probably most of them are a bit wonky.
Okay.
Well, especially after they get a few hits.
Yep.
what
So
I
you
do is
back it off a bit.
back off the screws. Oh, can't see that. Right underneath.
Yep.
So those ones.
Yep.
I will probably get the dirt out
Just so
of
you
there.
can realign the
so,
holes.
so rather than trying to sort of force them in with it all tightened up,
Yep.
let's get rid of a bit of the dirt.
Yep.
And there we go. So back that off. And whoops, back it right out.
Yep.
And then then put in the rear ones. So
Thank you.
it's all loose. And
Yep.
then nip up will sort of all four sequentially. Yeah, those plates can probably sort of be bent around a bit and bent back to
Yes.
shape, but
Yes.
they take a bit of a beating.
So I guess once they're sort of located,
Yeah,
you
then
tighten them up and it pulls itself together.
Yeah, and sort of all tightening them up at the same time. It kind
Yep.
of bends and twists. Probably not ideal if it's getting a bit of preload on itself.
Yes.
It'd be good to get rid of that, so you'd bend it around a bit if it needs it.
Bit of panel beating.
Yeah,
Right, so I do that up.
yeah. Those ones are not much. They're just into that thin aluminium, so none of these can be tightened too much.
Alright.
Cool.
Okay, so it's all done there.
Yep. That's the plates. That's pretty much the car, and then we can put the shocks back on.
Yep. Okay.
So
Well, the shocks are easy enough, aren't they?
yeah. So
the threaded ones are you put on the back. So these on the front.
we can put those on the front. Yep.
Yep.
And these ones, I think I've got the other set that matches them. So let's chuck these on for fun.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't really matter.
So what do I need here? So I need those
you need some
standoffs.
little standoffs.
Yes. Do I need anything special on the bottom?
No, you need.
There it is.
I think
Right off a bit.
it would be these two bolts.
Okay.
Yep.
So they're for the bottom.
Yep.
That's
those
for the top.
And then
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, and little
Oh.
alloy nuts on the top.
What do you call me?
Alloy, which
Yeah,
is
they're not alloy, they're
which
plastic.
is totally not not what they are.
No.
The
Alright,
not-
so that's-
You can put the non-alloy nuts on top.
Yep. Okay, so it just slides in here.
Probably go top first. Makes it a bit
Oh,
easier.
yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of locates it. Yeah, and then James Knight replicated the little Yokomo style shim
Oh, I saw that.
spaces. Yeah.
I saw that.
So just well,
Did James also do the finger pull thing?
no.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I think one of us will do it sooner or later. Yeah. These are quite delicate though, especially the thin ones.
Yes.
So I don't know whether the finger pull thing would actually bend them
Rip
or
them
not.
off.
Yeah.
It probably would, but I mean...
The bigger ones would be alright.
That was original though.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened to the originals. In fact, I think the originals that James said he had were actually probably softer than these.
Right, okay.
Yeah, in terms of the material.
Yep. Yeah, good to know.
But yeah, so I think one of us will probably design that up and
Yes.
have that available at some point.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm sure many of those have been lost. Or thrown in anger. So these are brand new arms, so these probably need a little bit of help.
Yes, you have to thread. They won't. They have to thread in.
Yeah.
They will not slide in.
Oh, everyone
Yep.
pre-prepared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there's a slot in from the top. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So it's threaded both sides of this hole
Right.
because the back there's not much thread in there.
Oh,
And in
I
fact,
see.
The original arms, you could actually see the bolts stick out at the bottom on the
Right.
original ones, but I changed these slightly to add a bit more material for strength.
Okay.
So it's not perfect scale. It's more so they don't break as easy.
Yes.
Yep. So they thread all the way in.
Right.
Yeah, beefed up because the original ones were actually dremeled out quite a lot. It was pretty.
We're in
It
here.
was pretty violent. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they'd actually gouged out heaps of the material.
Right, just to make sure it didn't...
I'll
bind.
make sure it cleared. Yeah, cleared the shock section, and maybe slightly different positions over time or different shock setups. But they were rather mould in the photos. So I went halfway in terms of designing a bit of the dremeling into
Yep.
it, but not too much. So it kept a bit of strength, and they didn't need to be dremeled any further anyway, or cut out any further.
Yep.
So I just made it the minimum, but still get a bit of that look of how they hacked them out in the past.
Yep.
So it's
Actually,
like,
that goes quite deep,
so
doesn't
it's
it?
like pre-hacked.
This can go a bit further.
Yeah, the head will sit in a little bit.
Yep.
You'll feel it bottom out.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Okay, so now we're
Same
going
back.
doing the back end.
Yep. So there's...
Same sort of thing.
Yep, so sometimes it's a bit easier to do the bottom first on this one.
Oh, okay.
Because you can, the arm sort of hangs down further. So
Yes.
You can get the driver in.
So which hole?
The outside.
Oh, there's 2 holes.
Yeah. So I think everybody always use the outside hole. I always
Right.
use the outside hole. Every single setup and car I've ever seen use the
Right.
outside hole.
Okay.
But the original arms, the production ones had even 4 holes, I believe.
Right. Yeah, I would have thought they had
Yeah.
more holes.
And then this one, from the photos, looked like it had 2, so I just created that inner hole for scale looks,
Yep.
with no intention of ever using it.
Yep.
In
Fair
fact, I
enough.
think I made it not even as deep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just more for looks.
Yes.
But yeah, not make it too long, so it keeps the strength.
Okay, so it's snug.
Yep, and then
And we're doing the same
do
thing.
the same on the other side. Yep.
Oh, yeah, there's
little
a
bolt.
screwy thing. Yep, definitely makes it easier screwing on the top bit. Oh, I mean the bottom. The bottom from the top.
Yes, that one.
Yep.
Yeah, because that once the shock's on the top, it can't compress or can't extend as far as handy for getting the driver in there.
Yes. Okay, so I've got that, and then we've got the
Yep,
standoffs.
got those little bits.
Alright, yep. Standy offs.
And the ups.
Got those in there.
And more nuts.
More nuts. Okay.
More non-alloy nuts. Super lightweight, so minimum weight up high.
Yeah, it makes all the
Yep,
difference.
there's another couple of seconds.
Okay.
Cool.
So we're just doing these up, I think.
They're pretty worn. If they're brand new, you'd probably need the driver.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
Alright, what else are we
yeah.
going to do now?
Oh, what do you reckon? Put the gear cover on?
Gear cover on? Okay, so that needs a couple of screws, does it?
Yeah, that's got these guys.
Okay.
And use the washer at the top and no washer at the bottom.
Washer on the top, no washer on the bottom.
Yep. Why did I do that? I'm sure there's a
Oh,
good
that's the
reason.
wrong thing.
How about
Alright, here we go.
the other one?
Get the right one.
Yeah, gold one. Yeah, I think the no washer at the bottom, like the washer gets close to the arm
Right.
from memory. It's just to
Oh,
allow the
my
clearance,
jam.
yeah, so it doesn't
Yeah.
bind up, that's all.
Okay.
Cool. Do you want to put wheels on or?
Yeah, why
what else
not?
we
We've
got?
gone
Yeah.
this far.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So we probably won't worry about doing the electronics here.
No.
So we'll leave that loose.
That needs soldering.
Yes. And
That's-
then
that's
also
not gonna
there's
happen.
the receiver plate that you made.
Yep.
Okay, so that
So-
can get screwed in a bit later.
Yep. No, oh, actually, we can do that.
I'll do that now.
That's a whole screw.
Is it?
Mm.
This normally goes on the inside of this.
Yeah, we can chuck it in.
Yep.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Okay.
We'll just bolt that on for fun.
So that goes there. Right, so it
Yeah,
matches
so
up with
I
one
think
of
I
these.
had it in the front hole, I think it
Front
was.
hole? Okay.
Yeah. If that makes it line up.
Oh. I'll use one of these little ones here.
Let's put proper. Do you want wheels on it?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Let's put the proper ribs.
Proper ribs?
Yeah. we've
Okay.
got spikes and ribs. So
Alright, so that's going to need some bearing.
it's going to need some bearings.
Yep.
Let's
Yeah, pop those.
pop these out.
Yep.
So I'm not sure if I have to, but I found it worked pretty well. I used the flange one on the inside.
On the inside.
Yeah, and it stopped. It might have been the specific rim, but one of the rims I had, I think it was just binding a bit.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah, so the flange one makes it sit out a fraction further.
Right. Okay, and then...
And then if you put flange on both sides, then there's not enough axle for the nut,
Right, okay.
or axle on thread for the nut.
Okay, so
So I
that's on
found that was
there.
a pretty cool compromise.
Yes.
We've got nut and thingy.
Bearing.
Awesome.
Alright, so this is the front end pretty much.
Yep.
I'll put these nuttages on.
These are the non-plastic nuts.
Yes. Which means they don't have plastic.
It means
Or
they're
they're metal.
Well, actually, they do kind of have plastic, don't they?
Oh, there's a
Bit
little
of
bit of nylon
nylon,
on the
yeah.
inside.
Yep.
Okay, so I've got that.
Whoa, nice. Apologies for the colour. They should be white, but
What do you mean?
Like
They're easier to
these.
see this way.
yeah, so I can see which way the car's going.
Oh, yes.
Yellow forwards, pink back. Can't
Well,
go
that was
wrong.
one of those things, isn't it? You paint your car so you know which way it's going.
Yeah. Like
All right.
airplanes. Cool.
Alright,
And
so
in the
it's,
back, let's just
so
chuck
this-
this on quickly, but we'll shove some shims on, but you've got to make
shove
sure
some
you
shims on.
shove some shims. I'm
Yep.
drunk already. Oh my god. There should
Alright, so
be
you got your
a bit more science to
your
this. but
adapters there.
We'll just chuck them on. Yeah, so they're the little replica TH1s. I deliberately actually did them in plastic
Yep.
because some of the photos of Masami's car looked like they were a grey colour,
Right.
and other ones looked like they were potentially like made in nylon.
Okay.
So I thought that'd be pretty cool. Plus, I wanted to make them a bit different to the alloy ones that were available at the time,
Yes.
which had the captive sort of ring,
Yep.
so the pins wouldn't fall out,
Okay.
and also just slightly played with the offsets and stuff to make it about right.
Alright, okay. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Right, so what am I doing now? You need a pin
Good
in
question. What do we need? So I'll put a few. How many shims? I don't know how many I had. That's
Few
probably
shimmages.
missing one. That'll go on the other side. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's put one more shim on here.
Yep.
And then all these guys. Can't remember what they are, but there's 2 thick ones that came with the CVDs, and then 2 little skinny .02s, I think.
there? 2 chunkies and 2 skinnies.
Yep. And here's the tricky bit where you have to not let the pin fall out and line this up. There we
Oh,
go.
look at that.
Oh, straight in,
Perfect.
straight in.
Straight in.
Put
The way we like it.
Big chunky nut,
Yep. Big driver thing.
big driver, little big driver.
Yep.
I do not have one of these, whatever it is. So I use the original kit one. There we go. That's what
Okay.
it is.
And now we just got to do the other side.
Same, yep. So did you want to chuck those on?
I'll chuck these chunkers.
Oh,
Got a couple of chunker munkers.
and those 2.
Yep.
Spikes.
Long pins, aren't they?
Thanks.
Can't see the hole.
Hate that.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I just noticed it. How's that?
Well, going for vertical technology. It's
Yeah.
going to make it hard.
Is it? Can't see where we're going?
Can't see.
How's that?
Oh,
Ah, see?
straight in.
Different technique. Same result.
Got to try different techniques. Cool. Okay.
Look at that. Alright, so we've got a car back together.
Awesome.
Okay, so this is RC10GX. This is a replica that you've produced,
Replica,
which is
yep.
Grand Prix 3D conversion kit.
Conversion kit. Yeah.
Yeah.
The good old 89 Masami RC10GX.
There you go.
Prototype.
So if you want to find out all the details, just head over to Andy's website. We'll have a link on the videos.
Cool.
And also all the option parts, you'll find that all there as well.
Yeah, we've got pages with information and photos and other links. And
Yep.
and I've got the page about the body shell that we
Oh, yes.
that
we
BJ
did.
painted up. Yep.
Yes.
And so there's a whole page for that as well
Yep.
as other parts like the stickers and the wings and various other components.
Yep.
And some links to videos on those pages as well.
Yep. Okay, cool. So the only thing we haven't done is reconnect the electronics, but I mean, the whole mechanics of it have been rebuilt now. So this is the 3rd episode. So thanks for watching. If you've missed all the others, there's another 2 where we pull down the car and we start talking about the various tricks of preparing the parts to use on the car. And quite a bit of history and a little bit
that's
of
the
odd
coolest
chat
thing.
at the
Yep.
same time.
Yeah, good old memories from those times
Yes.
for us all. So
Yeah.
all
So
good.
there we go. Okay, so
Brilliant.
excellent. So thanks for coming in, Andy.
Cool. Thanks, BJ.
You're welcome.
Brilliant.
And thanks for showing us a lot of detail on your car. So if you're thinking about getting one of these cars, there's some tips there for you. If you haven't considered it, it's a really cool car that really handles really well.
Yeah.
There's lots of videos out
Drives
there already
amazing.
of it driving around on the track.
Yep.
So, good stuff. So thanks for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you with another adventure further down the road.
See what's next.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks.
later.
Bye.